Okay, so we're here in NetBeans now, and this is a continuation of our data structures and algorithms topic, which is ArrayList. So we're here in NetBeans now for code demonstration of the methods that we have discussed in our ArrayList topic. So let's just create a project, a Java application project. Let's call it as ArrayList 1. Of course, NetBeans will automatically create the class declaration and other things, the main method. So let's just assume that we'll just use one class, which is the main class. So if you can still remember, we can only import ArrayList using the java.utils.arraylist. java.util.arraylist. Okay, so we'll now create an ArrayList. So let's see, ang base type niya is integer, and then let's call it as list1 equals to new ArrayList integer, and then let's just put a initial capacity of 10. So let's just show that even though that there is a initial capacity, it doesn't mean that that is the size of the array list. Okay. So what method that we'll invoke in order to get the size? We invoke the size method using our object of ArrayList size. Yeah. So if we will run that code, it will just return it will print 0 because we still do not have anything inside. We do not have any elements inside the array list. So let's say, for example, we'll put an elements in an array list, so you can use the .add method. Let's say 89 list 1 .add, and then 100 let's say 75. There, just random numbers. Okay, so you can basically print the entire list without using the for loop. You can just use the name of the object. Let's just write arrays, elements, and then you just put the name of the object of the arrays. Yeah, no need to access each of the elements using for loop. So you can just print. If your purpose is to print the elements of the array list on its order, so you can just simply do this. So let's run. Yan. So we go 89, 175. This is index 0, index 1, index 75. So let's say, for example, we'll add an array, an element using an index. So let's add it in index 1. So that means dapat after siya ng 100, no? Kasi 100 is index, after siya ng 89. Kasi 89 is index 0, and then we will supersede the newly added element into index 1. So the current index 1 is 100. So let's put 50 there. So let's see kung ano yung changes niya, no? Just remember, this is the previous order of the elements. Index 0 is 89, index 1 is 100, and index 2 is 75. However, we added a new element, inserting it in index 1. So let's see what will happen. So 50 is already inserted in index 1, and then yung index 100 is moved to index 2 and 75 to index 3. As I've mentioned in our previous video, the array list can insert or store different types of values or elements. So we can, even though its base type is integer, let's just see, no, kung baka mag-error or hindi. Kung mag-error siya, edi waste of time. Ayan, no suitable found. So, yun pala, no, sorry for, you cannot add base type na differential, no, ng integer. So, we can remove the base type. So, if meron siyang base type, you can only add integers. But let's try to remove the base type. Ayan. So, removing the base type, so you can now have it can now add the array list can now add different types of values. So, depends na sa inyo if you want to restrict it into just one data type by putting base type or not. Ayan. So, meron na siyang hello. So, it will be added on our end of the list. Ayan. Hello. Ano pa yung other methods? Sorry, let's review here. Ayan, set, get. So, you can set if you want to. So, add muna tayo para madami yung values natin or elements. World. So, you can actually set. Setting is basically replacing the current element on a specified index. So, let's say set natin yung index 3 into, let's say, a character. Yeah. So, index 3, and the current index 3 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 75. So, when we use set method, it is replacing the character or the element into the specified element. So, let's see, no, kung ano yung changes na. So, we are expecting na mawala na itong 75. So, ayan. So, wala na ang 75. Naging A na siya. Okay, so that is set. So, sorry. So, we do have add. Then, we do have add. Later na lang yung remove. Okay. So, we do want to, let's say, use get. Okay. System.out.println. So, you can do this element in, let's say, indexed. So, let's just state here int equals to, let's say, for example purposes, plus int so list. So we'll get what is stored in index 4. So list that get int, yeah, which is index 4. So let's just see what will be printed. Ayan, the element in index 4 is hello. So let's try remove. Okay. Let's try also the is empty dito. Ayan, kinapi ko na lang. Tinatamad. Parang question mark. Empty. So true or false lang naman yan. True. So list that size, list that one is empty. Yan. So it will print yes, it's empty because at this point, wala siyang wala pa siyang list. So, but however, if you will put it here, we'll put another empty question mark here, invoking the isEmpty method, it will, however, return false. So, dito, kasi wala pa siya na-add, walang elements na na-add. And then, at this part, it's false. So, let's try the remove. Hindi ko lang sure if gumagana ba itong remove. I hope so. So, let's try to remove. Damihan natin yung mga, mga values. Para hindi, meron pa siyang mga values na matitira when we remove. So, this one that okay. So, let's remove using an index. Okay, so let's remove one. At this part here, wait lang. So, dito, i-print natin yung elements. I-printin natin after ma-remove. Okay. Ayan. So, at this part, this is the original elements. And then, when we remove index 1, so nawala na yung sa index 1, which is 50. Okay. So, meron ding list that remove. Let's try to remove na wala sa yung object. Using object, pero it's not existing in the array list. So let's say, let's remove apple na lang. So as you notice, hindi siya kasali sa list natin. But let's see kung ano yung mangyayari kung we will remove an object that is non-existent in the array list. So it will not do anything. I think based on this, dito sa removes return false if the element was not found. So kasi hindi natin if the element is not found, it will not do anything on the array list. It will just return false. So assuming dito, it already returned false here. So if you do want to, you can create a boolean rem na lang. I-print na lang natin. System.out.print element. Successful remove. Remove question mark. Kasi it will return it will return daw true if na-remove siya. Same din dito. Try natin kung meron siyang mag-return. Okay. Remove, ayan. So, pag ayan. So, pag remove using index, it will return the element in the index, and then it will remove to the list. If it's non-existent, if you remove an object which is non-existent, it will return false. Diba? Sabi niya false. Sabi niya. Okay. So you can explore. Do not use remove range. I think it's not. We cannot use remove range. So you can explore more on these methods and try to explore on your own. Okay, so that ends our part 2 of our discussion of our ArrayList topic in data structures and algorithms. So this is just a code demonstration of the different methods. And if you do have questions, just contact me and I will post your machine problem lang muna in Edmodo. Okay, so thank you for listening. Bye.